Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles, as we are getting ready for NCCAA men's soccer as the Eagles from Trinity Baptist College play host to the NAIA Roadrunners from Dalton State College, coming down from Dalton, Georgia for this afternoon's match. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau, once again our cameraman for Eagles Athletics. And this one is underway. The Roadrunners from Dalton State coming into today's play have a record of 6 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie, and they're coming off a 3-run win over NCAA Division II Shorter University back on Wednesday. The Roadrunners are led by head coach Mr. Saif Al-Fasir, who is in his first year with the Roadrunners after leading the Florida College Falcons for several years. And we remember Coach Al-Fasir when he brought his Falcons up to Trinity Baptist for the last several years. As this one goes out of bounds, it'll be Eagles throw-in. Nathan Crockett picks it up and throws the ball in to Brenner Pittman, one of the few seniors on the Eagles roster, and Pittman sends it back to goalkeeper Kyle Altman. Eagles, so far, no wins, 5 losses. They have yet to play an NCCAA South Region opponent. That is going to change on September 26th when Trinity College of Florida, the Tigers, come to Jacksonville. Dalton State, no record yet, no games yet in the NAIA Southern States Conference. But that, too, will change very soon. There's one headed toward the end line and out of bounds. Nazir Guanipa could not quite reach it in time, and that will be a goal kick for the starting goalkeeper, Aaron Frere of the Roadrunners. Kyle Altman in goal for Trinity Baptist, and Aaron Frere doing the same for the Roadrunners. Roadrunners get the goal kick, gentle tap, and send it up towards Taylor Fish, and he is approaching midfield and will back it up. The Roadrunners have scored 14 goals and have allowed 5 through their first 8. The Eagles, they have scored 6 goals through their first 5 soccer games as this one heads toward the right corner. Cross pass attempted, but blocked in the back by Hakeem Bethelmi, and the Eagles send it up the field. Nicholas Lockridge back on the field. He missed the last game due to a minor injury. Glad to see Nicholas back out there ready to play. The Eagles wearing their home blue shorts and the gold, white, and blue jerseys with the gold numbers on the front and the back, going from the left to the right as we get things started. And the Roadrunners wearing the navy blues all around with the white trim. This is Fish who backs it up, and Harrison Frere sends it to midfield, and Roadrunners will send it up across to the offensive side of the field, across the right side, and that one is stolen away by the Eagles. Jeremy Telius with that last steal, and the Roadrunners regain possession just behind the midfield stripe. Near midfield, and the ball heading over toward the sideline right in front of us. Grabbed by Harrison Frere. He sends it up to Fish, and Fish will have to back it up to midfield. Good defense so far by the Eagles here in the early going. Kevin Campbell with the steal finds Nava inside the circle. Joseph Nava gets it to Lockridge, running up the left side. Pass to Nava, knocked away just a bit. Nava regains control, but before he can get inside, he's going to be called for the push and a foul against Nava, taking away a potential opportunity to score from the Eagles' sophomore forward. So the Roadrunners wasted no time getting a free kick and the ball back into play. Now over right in front of us to Taylor Fish, who has 1 assist so far on the season. Being chased by Guanipa, and a good sliding tackle by the sophomore Nazir Guanipa. Guanipa hails from Wilmstad, Curacao, And here's a possible advance by the Roadrunners inside the box, and the ball taken away in the backfield by Bethelmy, and he sends it out to Torian Lee across the field. 85 degrees as we get started, a 10% chance of rain. The field is still a little wet from last night's downpours, but no more of the wet stuff expected for the rest of the day. And that one is tapped back towards Altman, who better get on it in a hurry because that was Santiago Moore who nearly beat Altman to the ball. Kyle Altman, though, the junior from registered Georgia, able to make the play. And now the Roadrunners regain possession near midfield. Booted out of bounds, and it will be Roadrunners' throw. Also glad to see Charlence Melius, who missed a couple of ball games due to injury, back on the field. The pass towards Nava, 2 men to beat. He is cut off by Frederick Ackendur, and Nava comes out to the sidelines. Ackendur with the defensive play, and the Roadrunners regain possession, keeping Nava once again from getting off a potential shot opportunity. Women's soccer picked up a big win yesterday, 1-0 over Andrew College. Kristen Pabon scored the lone goal of the game from about 33 yards out, straight in front of the net. So congratulations to the Lady Eagles on their second win in 3 games. Roadrunners will retreat, cross pass, and grabbed by Jeremiah Ruth. He finds Ackendur and back to Ruth, and the Roadrunners work the ball back to the near side. Long pass toward the corner. That is Moore, who tries to send it inside, and we have a whistle inside the box, it looked like. We'll see what the official call is. Charlence Melius, or check that. Charlence Melius, yes, that was correct. Sometimes I mix him up with Jeremy Telius. He draws the whistle, but was it inside for the penalty kick or just outside the line is the question. Officials are still talking things over. No indication as of yet. And now the official in the middle of the field is talking with Tom Bentham of the Roadrunners. Ball not placed down on the ground as of yet. It looks like it's going to be just outside the line, but it will be a free direct kick for Dalton State. And there are 4 Roadrunners surrounding the ball, trying to make it difficult on the Eagles to see who will take this kick. A wall of Eagles, and the shot attempt is up and over the crossbar and into the center field area on the baseball field. That is Amin Shaib Ataba. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. With the first shot attempt of the game for either team. Ataba with 2 goals and 1 assist so far on the season. The Roadrunners have spread their scoring around pretty evenly. They have had 7 players reach the nylon through 8 games. That'll be a free kick for Trinity Baptist. Offside is the call. And the ball will be checked out by the official. And sent towards the midfield circle where Charlence Melius will get it out of play, and a new ball comes onto the field. Brenner Pittman will take the free kick for Trinity. So the Lady Eagles now 2-1 on the season. They will play Welch College right here on the home turf next Saturday afternoon, or check that, Friday, on the header attempt by Lockridge. His first shot attempt and just missed wide of the post. That was Nicholas Lockridge. That women's soccer game next Friday afternoon at 3 p.m. And we do plan to have it here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Another big win for the women's team yesterday. Cross pass all the way to the other side. Kevin Villataro brings it up the right side. And the Roadrunners get the free ball and a cross pass to Fish. He gets around Guanipa towards the center. And a ball stolen away by Jeremy Telius. Guanipa almost lost possession, gets it back, but his pass goes a little bit astray. And now Torian Lee with the steal. Kevin Campbell with the reception of the pass. He's going to back it up and give the offensive attackers a chance to get downfield. There's Charlentz. They call him Charlie here at Trinity Baptist. Fan favorite and a student body favorite as well. And Joseph Nava is tripped up by Devon Clark. And the Eagles will have a free kick just inside the circle. We're about 10 minutes into the first half. No score in case you're just joining us. Pull up a chair and enjoy some exciting college soccer. Lee sends it toward the penalty box area, but this one is taken away. It was intended for Stephen Burgess. Telius regains control. Crockett backs it up to Pittman. Gets the wall pass from Campbell, and now Campbell takes the pass right back. Has Guanipa to his right, and this pass intended for Guanipa, but he got ahead of it and kicked it out past the end line for a goal kick. One shot so far for each team. Ataba for Dalton State. Nicholas Lockridge with a header attempt on a long pass near midfield. That one just missed the right post. Kelvin Ramos now on the field for Coach Alphaseer and the Dalton State Roadrunners. Long pass up the field into the wind, however, and Crockett is able to head it back up towards Guanipa, but this one is taken away. That was Zachary Perry, and Perry has 2 of those 14 goals the Roadrunners have scored so far on the season. Lockridge with the steal. He finds Telius, and the pass intended for Lockridge, however, just a little bit out of his reach. And Frere comes out of the goal to make the play. Coach Alphaseer is assisted by Mr. Rory Alvarez and the athletic trainer, Ms. Kelly Henschel, and the sports information director is Mr. Eric Simpson. There is a whistle as the ball heads down the field and out past the end line. Coach Ellie Jean leads the Trinity Baptist Eagles in his 3rd year. He's from Florida State University. His assistant is Mr. Stanford Lugg, student assistant and former Eagles player Caleb Vila. Athletic director is Mr. John D. Jones, and the trainer is Lisan Cintron. Here's a free kick towards the corner. It got away from Fish. The wind knocked that one down. Fish tracks it down and keeps it inbounds. He is tripped up by Guanipa outside the box. That will be a free direct kick for Dalton State. Heading over to take that kick is Santiago Moore. 1 goal, 3 assists so far for the Roadrunners on the season. There's a shot blocked by Kyle Altman on the dive. Ataba with the attempt, and Altman is able to make the dive, use his 6'4" frame and long arm span to keep that one from hitting the nylon. A terrific job by Kyle Altman. Last deflected, looked like off a Roadrunners player, if I saw that correctly. If not, then it was just out of the reach of Altman. Melius with the steal just inside that half circle, but the ball gets away from Nathan Crockett. Jeremy Telius, however, retrieves the ball, has it stolen away by Villatoro, but then the Eagles regain possession. And Melius sends it upfield. Loose ball now grabbed by the Roadrunners' Tom Bentham. This is Villatoro on the move, sends it to the outside. Cross pass toward the corner towards Fish. Guanipa on the defense, forces Fish to retreat outside the box. And a long left-footed shot attempt up in the air over Altman, and great defense by Charlence Melius as Altman was outside the scoring area, and Melius took over and cleared the ball away. Altman went outside to chase one down. It bounced away from him. An excellent job by Charlence Melius of the TBC Eagles, the junior from Jonavies, Haiti, enjoying his second season here at TBC. Throw in for Nathan Crockett of the Eagles. He'll be backed up just a little bit. And Crockett, one of our many freshmen on the roster, sends a long throw in over the head of Nava. All the way across the field. Now the Roadrunners near midfield. Ball gets by Burgess and set up on the right side. A long pass, and there's Melius again on the defense. Torian Lee, he forces Ataba to send the ball across the field. Fish chases it down, keeps the ball in bounds. We've mentioned Taylor Fish quite a bit so far. He's a senior from Johannesburg, South Africa. Amin Saib Ataba, called his name a few times already. Ataba, a senior from Tunis, Tunisia, and with that header attempt straight up into the air is Kevin Villataro. Kyle Altman is able to get underneath and out-leap the Roadrunners and pull that one in. Villataro, a junior from Calhoun, Georgia. Roadrunners in the backfield. Another excellent play by Altman at the other end. To the near side, Kelvin Ramos then backs it up to Zachary Perry. Perry has 2 goals this season. He's a freshman from Oviedo, Florida. 2 goals so far on the season for Zach Perry, and this one is headed towards the end line, but Kyle Altman will come out of the goal box, pick it up, and trot it up to the front of the penalty area and just roll it back into play to Brenner Pittman. Pittman nearly had the ball taken away. He knocks it out of bounds and allows his defenders to get back into position. Brenner Pittman, a senior from Livingston, Montana. Roadrunners on the left side. Moore sends it up front of the box. This is Perry who gets it to the outside. Ball cleared away once again by the Eagles. Bentham's pass knocked away, and now the Roadrunners are back at midfield. Trinity Baptist playing some terrific defense here in the early portion of the first half. Guanipa nearly stole that one away, and now he does. This is Paris Reagan, who is tripped and will draw the foul, and will have a free kick for Trinity Baptist. Paris Reagan, 2 goals, 1 assist so far, the freshman from Rockledge, Florida. That one sent to Torian Lee all the way across the field. Lee, a big man, 6'4", from Philadelphia. He's a junior, enjoying his second season with the Eagles as well. Altman will keep the ball on the ground. We know about the leg of Kyle Altman as he sends a low-line drive to the midfield stripe, but that one taken away by the Roadrunners. Torian Lee gets back on the D, and Melius sends it back upfield. It goes out of bounds off the foot of a Roadrunner, and it will be Eagles' ball. Zach Perry tried to steal the pass, went off his foot and out of bounds, and now a substitution for Trinity Baptist. Paris Reagan will head off, and Nicholas Lockridge back onto the field for Coach Ellie Jean. Altman will take the pass in the box and get it back into play to Melius on the far side. Ball now at midfield and out of bounds right at the scorer's table. So throw in for Dalton State. We get opportunities to let you know the upcoming ball games for both the Roadrunners and the Eagles. Joseph Nava at midfield. That ball went astray. Nava gets back on the defense. And the Roadrunners retreat behind the stripe. Still in a good position to make an attack as Perry sends the ball toward the corner towards Taylor Fish. He knocks it down on a nice play. The ball gets away a little bit, and he takes the shot and misses wide to the left. And Taylor Fish, on trying to get around Brenner Pittman, tapped the ball a little too far out of his reach. That may have affected his actual shot, and he misses wide. And that is the first attempt of the afternoon for Fish. Third overall for the Roadrunners, 3-1 in shots, but no score as we're about 20 minutes into the first half. Fish intercepts that boot from Altman. Nathan Williams now on the field wearing number 10 for Coach Ellie Jean. He has one of the goals for the Eagles this season. As this one's sent up inside, but knocked away by Nathan Crockett. Nathan Williams, a junior from Palatka. Fish inside the box, looking for a chance to pass or shoot, and his pass attempt headed away. However, that is Perry trying to get around one man. Contact, two men go down, no call. And Nava will draw a foul as he tries to slide in and gain possession of the ball. Coming up on the midway point of the first half, we have no score. Dalton State has tried 3 shots. Trinity Baptist 1 so far. And we have a whistle, and that's going to be a yellow card, looks like against a Dalton State Roadrunner. Official will process the card. Clock stops momentarily. And we'll be back underway in just a moment. Kevin Campbell heading over to take the free kick for Trinity Baptist. There's the whistle. And play resumes again. Coming up on the midway point of the first half. Nava uses his body to knock that one down, but then has it stolen away by Moore. Justin Reicher finds a man open in Moore to the right. Moore cross pass towards Fish on the left side. Fish knocks it down. Trying to take the wall pass, but Nava back on the defense, and he clears it away past the sideline. Good job not only getting to the ball, but making sure it didn't cross the end line for a corner. It is a throw-in for the Roadrunners. Joseph Nava, known more for his offense, getting it done on the defensive side in the first half. Throw in for Dalton State. Frank Rodriguez will let his teammates get into position. Here's a throw in, knocked down a little by the wind, and a whistle. And the official pointing, looked like toward the sideline. Joseph Nava, slow to get up, squatted down just a little bit, but he's all right. And we'll redo the throw in. Kevin Villataro sets, throws it in, again a little bit into the wind, and Guanipa taps it up into the air. Rodriguez just outside the box, and this one knocked away by Melius once again, and a big boot back towards midfield. Charlence Melius on the defense in the first half. He and Joseph Nava have thwarted several Roadrunner possible scoring attacks. Here's Justin Reicher with the pass toward the corner. Tom Bentham sends it toward the center and knocked away by Crockett. The shot attempt knocked down, and the second a chance goes wide to the left from Santiago Moore, his first attempt of the afternoon. And if I saw that correctly right before, that was Amin Sahib Ataba on the first attempt. So assuming no mistake, Ataba now with 3 shots. Taylor Fish with 1 and Moore with 1 as Altman sends it right toward the camera. Crockett knocks it down with his body, and this one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crockett, so a throw in for the Roadrunners. Right inside the circle, Justin Reicher passes it to the right side, and Ruth sends it upfield. This is Reicher once again. He hits Kelvin Ramos, who sends it up to Fish. And Fish is looking to get inside to get off the shot. Takes the shot and misses very wide to the right. First attempt of the afternoon, or check that, second for Taylor Fish. Still no score, but the Roadrunners have gotten off 3 shots within the last minute and lead in that regard 6-1. But nothing has hit the back of the net for either team, and that's what matters most. Altman with the goal kick just passes it to Brenner Pittman. Pittman sends it well upfield looking for Nathan Williams. The ball goes a little too strong, but Williams able to take possession, finds Nava, has one man to beat. Nava battling with Ruth, stays on the outside of the box. Guanipa wide open, takes the pass. One man on Guanipa. And good defense by Ruth, forcing Guanipa back to the outside, and this one goes out of bounds. Ruth cleared it away. Eagles will have the throw-in and a chance to let the attackers line up into position. Nathan Crockett will take the throw-in. There's a throw, and a ball headed away, and Kevin Campbell tried to get off the shot. Loose ball cleared away by the Roadrunners. Kevin Campbell with his first attempt of the afternoon. Melius at midfield finds Campbell right inside the circle near the starting spot, and this one gets by Crockett, deflected off Crockett and out of bounds. That's a throw-in for the Roadrunners. Nathan Crockett, a freshman from Pensacola, Florida. And a throw-in for Dalton State. Kevin Villataro will throw it in for the Roadrunners. After today's game, Dalton State will have a home game against Middle Georgia State. That'll be their first conference affair in the NAIA Southern States Conference. This one toward the corner and out of bounds. No, it ball stayed on the line. Brenner Pittman battling with Rogerio Castro Rodriguez in the corner. That ball stayed in bounds. Frank Rodriguez, that is, will now pick it up and throw it in from the corner. He's on the practice baseball field. That's what you see, the dirt area over near the corner. And Rodriguez with the good, strong throw in as the wind has calmed down. Hardly any breeze at all. Joseph Nava takes the ball and is trying to get around Jared Zahner. Zahner equal to the task and forces Nava to give up the ball. And now this pass taken away by Kevin Villataro. To the left side, Ramos looking for Volney, and Volney is going to be tripped, and that is going to be inside the box. Brenner Pittman called with the foul, and it looks like we are going to have a penalty kick. So Brenner Pittman draws the foul, commits the foul rather, inside the box, and a PK opportunity coming, and it looks like it'll be Santiago Moore with that attempt. We're about 32 minutes into the first half. Kyle Altman will set up, looking to block this penalty kick opportunity. Here is Santiago Moore. The shot off the post, no good. Altman guessed the wrong way, and a break for the Eagles as this one hit off the post. That is a shot on goal for Santiago Moore. And the score remains 0-0. It's a guessing game for the goalkeepers. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're not. And again, the Eagles got a major break as that one hit off the right post. So still no score. Approximately 19 minutes remaining in the first half. And this one goes out of bounds, and it will be Eagles ball. Torian Lee will throw it in for Trinity Baptist. Wind again has almost completely died away. Nothing going on at the moment. And a shot attempt misses wide to the right. believe that was Ataba with his 4th effort of the afternoon. And the Eagles have gotten off 2 shots. Now Dalton State 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. But again, still no score. Altman sets up for the goal kick. Altman directing traffic, trying to set up his offense. Line drive toward the circle. That's Jeremy Telius using his body to control the ball and getting away from the defender. And a tripping foul right at the stripe. It'll be Eagles ball. Charlentz Melius waiting to get the ball back into play. So Melius now is going to give way to Pittman, and Pittman will send the ball upfield. 4 Eagles attackers just outside the penalty box, looking for the pass from Pittman. He sends it a low line drive towards Nava, but knocked away by the Roadrunners' defense. That was Jared Zahner in front of that last pass from midfield. And now Dalton State with the steal on the move. A long pass intended for Rodriguez. Melius back on the defense. And now Volney trying to get around his defender. And a good sliding tackle. The ball stays in bounds. Both Pittman and Melius go down and get back up right away. Field still a little wet from last night's rain. Nothing scheduled to fall from the sky today, according to the Channel 4 weather forecast. On the move is Kelvin Ramos. Gets the ball back, and we have a whistle. Offsides is the call, and Eagles will have the free kick. Wind now starting to pick up, and that's the reason a little camera shake going on at the moment. About 18 minutes remaining until halftime, no score. Pittman sends it back to Kyle Altman, keeps it on the ground, and another line drive towards midfield. Kevin Campbell taps it to Jeremy Telius, who sends it up towards Nava, a little bit out of the reach of the sophomore. And the Roadrunners have another opportunity. They've had better ball control in the last several minutes and gotten off a good number of shots as well. On the left side, Richie Volney sends it inside. And again, Melius with the interception. And that'll send it right back inside the offensive side of the field to Jared Zahner, who's trying to set up another possible attack. And a hard hit by Nathan Williams will give a free direct kick to Dalton State. Williams collided with Justin Reicher. And the Roadrunners waste no time getting the ball back into play. Cross pass, knocked away by Guanipa, or Kevin Campbell rather. Then Torian Lee is able to clear it back upfield. Nava has Williams, and then he finds Guanipa. Now Guanipa wide open, but with a man coming up from behind. Guanipa now 1-on-2. And this ball is sent toward the goalkeeper, Justin Reicher, making the defensive play to get the ball away from Guanipa. It's off Guanipa's foot, right near the sideline. 2 men battling for the ball, and that's Ataba. Comes away with possession and finds Reicher. And this pass well out of the reach of Ton Bentham, and so the Eagles get the throw in. Torian Lee throws this one back into play. Nava 1-on-3. He finds Lockridge, who will back it up so the Eagles can set up another possible attack. Cloud cover has cleared. Bright sunshine on the field. Just a gentle breeze blowing straight in toward the camera. And this one out of bounds. Last touch by a Roadrunner, so Eagles will keep possession. Beautiful Saturday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. Low to mid-80s as the temperatures finally start to cool off here in northeast Florida. Roadrunners near the corner. Ball loose inside the box. And again, Charlene Melius able to clear it away. Battle for the ball on the sideline goes off the foot of Jeremy Telius, so Roadrunners have the throw in. Substitution now for Dalton State. Ataba will head off. Two players will head off. Two new Roadrunners onto the field. Giovanni De Sousa with 2 goals and 2 assists this season. And wearing number 25 is Frank Herrera, who has also scored twice for the Roadrunners. Again, they spread their season scoring around quite evenly. Team leader is number 19, Noah Thomas. This one sent toward the corner. And a pass inside toward Herrera. The shot is good to the right side of the goal. So with about 15 minutes left, Frank Herrera is able to score the first goal of the game. A terrific shot. Stayed just inside the post. And it is 1-0 Dalton State. First shot for Herrera, it is good. And again, a 1-0 lead now for the Roadrunners. He used the entire length of the net. And again, that ball just inside the post. It actually hit the side nylon. So 1-0 Roadrunners. About 15 minutes remaining until halftime. Lockridge is able to get the ball away. Melius sends it back up, but it's stolen again by the Roadrunners. On the move is Reicher. Collision, no call. Kevin Campbell finds Guanipa. Guanipa nearly lost possession, but stays with it. Now Kevin Campbell has it knocked away, kept in bounds by Herrera. Herrera with a very nice touch pass to D'Souza. And the Roadrunners send it to the right side. This is Bentham, just outside the box. And back into Reicher, who takes the shot and beats Altman over the goalkeeper right underneath the crossbar. Justin Reicher, just about a minute after the first goal from Herrera, has scored number 2 for the Roadrunners. His first attempt, it is good, and now Dalton State leads it 2-0. That one might have just barely grazed the bottom of the crossbar, but it was good, and a goal for Reicher. That's his first of the season, and it gives his team a 2-0 lead. I'm told by the fans that's his third, so I might have missed something doing my research earlier. Oh, that's Mom. She would know. So third goal of the season for Justin Reicher. 2 goals coming in. No, thank you. Want to make sure we get that correct. Reicher with another shot. This one knocked down by Altman. Still in play. Altman picks it up, and a save for Kyle Altman on another shot on goal from Justin Reicher. Altman with that big boot. And Lockridge, a little bit of a push, but no call. And Torian Lee sends it right back to Lockridge. Joseph Nava with a high kick and might have made contact with the Roadrunners defender, Jeremiah Ruth. And again, as they've done all afternoon so far, the Roadrunners wasting no time resuming play. Justin Reichmer, a sophomore from Coral Springs, Florida, with that last goal just a minute ago. There's a cross pass taken away by Torian Lee, but the Roadrunners have another opportunity. Kevin Campbell on the steal, and he sends the ball up towards midfield, out of the reach of Nava, and corralled by Ruth. And he'll send it back to Frere, Roadrunners goalkeeper. Now right in front of us is Kelvin Ramos. There's Reicher at midfield. And a slide and a collision with Joseph Nava. That was Frederick Akender. Nava still down on the ground inside the circle, and the whistle will stop play as the official will tend to Joseph Nava. We'll pause here and we'll be back when we're ready to resume on TBC Eagles. Ready to resume play with about 4 minutes left in the first half, and the Roadrunners leading 2-0. Joseph Nava was able to get up, need some help off the field, but it looks like he's going to be all right. Hopefully we'll see him back on the field before this one ends. That long pass from Crockett goes astray and out of bounds to the Roadrunners. So Frank Herrera scored the first goal in minute 39, and then Justin Reicher in minute 40, and that's been the scoring so far. Roadrunners 2, Eagles nothing. Roadrunners near midfield. Lockridge on the defense almost took that one away. He would have had a wide open opportunity to advance. Frank Akender finds Ramos right in front of us. Now Akender to the center towards Reicher inside the circle. He is guarded by Evan Hasbrook. And now the Roadrunners on the move. Volney trying to beat 2 men, and we have a whistle. Offsides is the call. And the Eagles will have possession. Nathan Crockett on the defense. Volner got past him before retrieving the ball, and he's called for the offsides. Brenner Pittman has the free kick for the Eagles. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the first half, and the pass towards Torian Lee on the far side. Lee finds Nathan Williams. He is knocked down, and no call as the Roadrunners advance it to midfield. Williams gets right back up, hustles back towards the defensive side. This is Kevin Villataro. He finds Reicher in the middle of the field. Reicher passes to the outside. Cross pass in the middle and knocked away by Brenner Pittman. That pass looked like it was intended for Kelvin Vinatero right in front of the goal, but Brenner Pittman made a terrific defensive play, and this one is out of bounds. Closing moments of the first half with Dalton State leading 2-0. Substitution as Reicher heads off in favor of Matthias Fanedo Gamalira. Here's a throw in for Dalton State. Knocked away a little bit. Hasbrook trying to come up from behind, and a shot attempt right at Altman. First attempt of the afternoon for Giovanni D'Souza, and a save for Kyle Altman. By my time, I have about a minute left until the halftime intermission. Of course, as I always say, my time not official. That's being kept by the gentlemen in the orange jerseys. That one is out of bounds, and Eagles will have the throw in. Williams knocks that one down with his body, regains possession. Evan Hasbrook, one man on, he backs it up to the defense. Brenner Pittman takes the pass from Melius. And that whistle indicates the end of the first half with the score: Dalton State College Roadrunners 2, Trinity Baptist College Eagles 0. The goals scored by Justin Reicher and Frank Herrera. We'll take a timeout for halftime for 15 minutes. When we resume, we'll be ready for the second half between the Eagles and the Roadrunners here on YouTube, TBC Eagles. Stay with us. Welcome back to Trinity Baptist College, where the Eagles are battling NAIA Southern States Conference Dalton State College Roadrunners. It's the Roadrunners who lead 2-0 as we are about ready to start the second half. Goals scored for the Roadrunners by Frank Herrera in minute 40 and by Justin Reischer in that was minute 40, and Herrera was minute 39, and that's been the scoring so far. We told you about next week. The Roadrunners have their first conference game of the season, a 3:30 p.m. home game kickoff against Middle Georgia State. On Tuesday, October 1st, the Roadrunners are at Sewanee, the University of the South, at 7 p.m. Central Time. And on October 5th, they will be at Faulkner University in Alabama with a 3:30 p.m. Central Time kickoff. And coming up for the Eagles after today, their first NCCAA Division II South Region matchup of the season will be against the Tigers of Trinity College of Florida. That's this coming Thursday afternoon, September 26th, a 4 p.m. kickoff. We'll have that for you here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Then Trinity Baptist goes down to our nation's oldest city, St. Augustine, to take on the NAIA Flagler College at 6 p.m. next Saturday evening. That's the September 28th affair. Then Bruton Parker College will be here on October 5th to take on the Eagles. Second half is underway, and during halftime I was talking with Trinity Baptist College graduate and former women's soccer player Alexa Goodwin, who just passed her State of Florida teaching certificate exam and has been hired on at Baldwin High School just a few miles away from Trinity Baptist. She's going to be teaching and one of the assistant varsity soccer coaches for the girls team at Baldwin High School. Over 20 young ladies will be on her roster. So congratulations for two big life events for Alexa Goodwin, former Eagle and now TBC graduate. That first shot attempt of the second half was taken by Amin Sahib Ataba. That's his 5th overall. And Brashawn Bradford is now in the goal for Trinity Baptist College to start the second half. Kyle Altman did a terrific job in the first half. Got a lot of help from his defense, and this corner kick deflected off Melius and just missed going into the goal. And it is then deflected off a Roadrunner player out of bounds, and now Melius is limping over near the goal. He's given a chance to shake that one off, does not want to come out. I believe this is his first game back from injury, and Brashawn Bradford, a big boot right towards midfield. Bradford, another one of our freshmen here at TBC. He's from Pensacola, Florida. Also plays a little midfield as well. Taking over in the goal as we start the second half. 2-0 Roadrunners lead, now going from the left to the right. Eagles from the right to the left across your screen. Have a whole bunch of viewers letting us know they're watching. Try to get to some of those names in just a little bit. Thank you for everybody tuning in here on TBC Eagles as Bradford comes out of the net to knock that one down and make the catch and keep it away from Taylor Fish, who is nearby ready to take the shot. Hello to Christopher Lockridge, Antonio Garcia, Nixie, Frank Rodriguez, Niles Lockridge, Miss Fran Altman. Whenever she's able to, she makes it in attendance to cheer on Kyle. And Kyle Hasbrook cheering on the Eagles. Of course, some of those are Roadrunners fans as well. Thank you for watching, and as I always say, if you're not watching, we have no reason to bring you these ball games. That one goes out of bounds, a throw in for the Roadrunners, well into scoring territory. Roadrunners then back it up towards midfield. Trinity Baptist has played terrific defense throughout the first half, but Dalton State broke through in the latter portions with a couple of goals, both of those coming within a minute of each other, and now an offsides call will be a free kick for the Eagles. Charlene Melius and Joseph Nava Brenner Pittman doing the main duties on the defensive side. Nava's been all up and down the field. Now, he got knocked down in the first half, came out of the ball game and has not yet returned, and I see him all the way across the field still being attended to by Lisan Cintron. It looks like it is the right ankle of Joseph Nava. Ankle or foot. Lisan, a fantastic athletic trainer here at Trinity Baptist College. Collision right in front of us, and Kevin Campbell will draw a whistle, and that's going to be Roadrunners ball. Check that, Eagles ball. Got used to them going the other directions in the first half. Amelia sends this one upfield looking for Guanipa, but it curved away into the possession of Ruth. Wind starting to pick up once again, blowing straight in. Now a loose ball. 1 on 2, and a shot is wide to the right, taken by Kevin Villataro. Got a lot on it. Missed by about 2 feet right of the post. Congratulations to the Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors varsity football last night. A huge win over the number 1 team in the state of Florida in Class 4A, Miami Carroll City. The Conquerors put up a running clock and ended up winning it 42-21. They led at one point 42-7. Here is Ataba. He finds more. And now Ataba with possession. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty kick as Brenner Pittman is called for the trip inside the box. Pittman pleading his case, but the call is going to stand. And for the second time this afternoon, Dalton State will have an opportunity at a PK. It will be Santiago Moore trying to atone for one in the first half that he hit off of the right post. And this time it will be Bashan Bradford in the goal for the Eagles. So Bradford will line up in the center of the net. Again, it's a guessing game for the goalkeeper. Santiago Moore, 0 for 1 so far today. Has another opportunity. He's just waiting for the go-ahead from the official, who's talking with Nathan Williams and Brenner Pittman. Pittman still pleading his case, but this call is going to stand. Santiago Moore still waiting for the go-ahead to take the kick. Rashawn Bradford loosening up in the goal. He is ready. There's the whistle. Moore makes his approach, and the kick is blocked. Second chance is blocked by Bradford again. The third opportunity is cleared away. That was Rodriguez with that second chance, and the third shot is good right at the top of the net. And that one coming from Zach Perry. Well, credit Bradford with 2 saves on that exchange. Santiago Moore with the penalty kick that Bradford blocked, and then Kevin Villataro, number 11, was the man who took that second shot. Bradford blocked it, but then the third one is good from Zach Perry. So 3-0 Roadrunners lead. Only about 6 minutes into the second half. Well, Rashawn Bradford did an excellent job in the goal, but that third one, as Bradford was still trying to get up off to the ground after a dive, unable to get back up just in time, and that one hit right underneath the crossbar. Another opportunity now for the Roadrunners, but Melius gets back on defense and keeps Moore from getting off the shot. Fish with the shot, knocked away by Brenner Pittman. Third attempt for Fish on the afternoon. Ball inside the box and will be cleared away by Pittman. It hit off Evan Hasbrook, still in play, and now rolls out of bounds past the end line. That'll be a corner kick for the Roadrunners. Tom Bentham will kick the ball into play, just a gentle tap, and then Bentham takes the pass right back and sends it back behind the box. Pass toward the inside. Loose ball, and the shot blocked by Bradford and cleared away by Nicholas Rockridge. So Lockridge able to clear that away. Another diving save from Brashawn Bradford. I did not see who took that shot, however, with a couple of Roadrunners kind of jam-packed on that last attempt a moment ago. Hasbrook gets the ball away from Ataba, and the Roadrunners will send it back up into scoring potential. Here's Fish, takes the shot right at Bradford, and he has played a fabulous goal. That's his fourth save already in this second half alone. Fish with that attempt, his fourth of the afternoon, if I have everything correct. Of course, none of my numbers are official. That's being kept at the scorer's table all the way across the field. Brashawn Bradford playing an excellent goal, blocking 4 out of 5, and the one that got in was on a third attempt after a couple of saves by Bradford. This one goes out of bounds. Dalton State will have the throw in. They've had the ball control the entire second half so far, about 8 minutes in. That was Melius on the defense, forcing Villataro to retreat outside the box, but the Roadrunners still on the offensive attack, and this shot taken by Harrison Frere. He got well under it and got it over the crossbar. So a goal kick coming up for the Eagles. And that one was just Bradford kicking the old ball out of play as he gets a new one. Man down now for the Eagles. That's Charlence Melius. We saw him limping a few minutes ago, and now the official will stop the clock and call for Lisan Cintron. So Melius, in his first game back from injury, is going to limp off, but he's walking much better now since he got up under his own power, and he looks like he's going to be all right. Looking across the field to the Eagles bench, Joseph Nava has both shoes back on. Looks like he wants to come back into the ball game. Nathan Crockett will check in for Charlence Melius. And Brashawn Bradford is waiting for the goal kick. We're on YouTube, TBC Eagles. Thanks for joining us once again here this afternoon. This one is sent upfield and knocked down by Tom Bentham. Kevin Campbell finds Torian Lee in the backfield, and Lee sends it up to Guanipa on the sideline, and this one is out of bounds. Last touch by Guanipa, so a throw in for Dalton State. Ball kept inbounds by Bentham. And this is Reisher, who has one of the 3 goals for the Roadrunners, sending the ball to the far side, and Harrison Frere. Frere takes the pass right back, tries to send it upfield. Here's Fish coming on. Hasbrook cuts him off. Fish, though, takes the pass away, and this one is deflected up high off the foot of Santiago Moore, who got under it. Open goal, but Moore got the bottom of the ball and popped it up over the crossbar. So a goal kick for Bradford. 3-0. Score remains Dalton State in the lead. Bradford passes the ball to the outside. That's Richard Vasquez with the header, but it's taken away by the Roadrunners, who move up into attacking position once again. Bradford comes out, got a foot on the ball on the shot attempt from Villatoro, so another save by Bradford, but the second chance is good, and it is 4-0. Amin Sahib Ataba with his 6th opportunity, and this one connects, and Dalton State leads it 4-0. 12 minutes into the second half, and the Roadrunners with a 4-goal lead. Again, Bradford, a very busy man back there, knocking down a couple. Then second and third attempts are finding their way into the nylon, and Joseph Nava is back on the field for the Eagles. Nava takes the kickoff, and the Eagles send it upfield. Right in front of us is Tom Bentham, and ball stolen away by Torian Lee. Here's Jeremy Telius on the move. Hit from behind, no call, and a ball taken by Zach Perry. That's Fish trying to get around one man. He beats Vasquez, but then Pittman beats him to the loose ball from the corner. Fish and Vasquez coming up behind Ataba. This is Reisher just outside the box. He's going to get himself a free direct kick, and that was in the half circle. But again, a free kick for the Roadrunners just outside the box. And the official marking off the required 10 yards that the Eagles defense must set up. And so the Eagles at the moment looks like they're setting up a 4-man wall. Nathan Williams, Nathan Crockett, Evan Hasbrook, Richard Vasquez, and now Jeremy Telius joins them. A 5-man wall. 4 Roadrunner attackers in there, and this one is knocked away off the body of Zach Perry. And Perry may have blocked a potential goal from his teammates. Well, that's a goal kick for the Eagles. Brashawn Bradford sets it up on the goal box line and is ready to take the kick. Directs his defense up the field. Bradford taking his time. And there's a substitution, and that's the reason for the delay. Tom Bentham heads off. We'll see which Roadrunner came onto the field. Rogerio, Castro, Rodriguez now back onto the field for Coach Alphaseer. That is Rodriguez battling with Campbell, but Joseph Nava comes from behind and takes the ball. Nava trying to get around Perry. He does, but then is tackled from behind by Rodriguez, and a whistle. That's going to be a foul against Dalton State and a free kick for the Eagles. Nazir Guanipa will give way to Torian Lee. Tap back into play. Guanipa finds Lee. A terrific through the legs pass. Lee sending it up front. This is Nathan Crockett. Lost possession of the ball. Now the Roadrunners on the move. 1 man on each side, and the pass given up to Santiago Moore. Guanipa gets on the defense. Now here's Ataba. Being guarded by Hasbrook. Fish now outside the box. Send back up front. Cross pass intended for Rodriguez. He's on the right side of the box, and his pass goes astray, and Jeremy Telius will pick it up. Guanipa, with 1 man coming up from behind, has his pass stolen away by Kelvin Ramos. And this one goes out of bounds, and it will be Eagles ball. Last hit off the body of Ramos. 4-0 Dalton State, 16 minutes into the second half. Richard Vasquez directing traffic on the offense as he throws it in from midfield, and this one headed back toward the Roadrunner side by Reisher, and now in the possession of Perry. Perry finds Castro Rodriguez, who backs it up, looking for another chance to advance. Reisher 1-on-2 is able to make the pass and get the wall pass right back, sends it up toward the corner. Here's Fish from the outside, moves inside the box, gives it up to Moore. The shot attempt knocked down. Now Reisher takes the shot, and it's knocked away by Nathan Crockett. Third attempt of the afternoon for Justin Reisher. Now the loose ball toward the end line and out of bounds. That is going to be a corner kick for the Roadrunners. That'll follow this substitution as Paris Reagan heads back onto the field, and a new goalkeeper heading on for Dalton State. Looks Looks like Samuel Frere, wearing number 0, taking the place of Aaron Frere. No saves for Aaron Frere. Eagles have gotten off 2 shots, neither of them on goal, at least by my count. Castro Rodriguez with the corner kick. And Fish takes the shot, deflected off Reisher. Now a high pop-up into the air and over the crossbar, out of bounds for the goal kick. So Bradford will set it up on the goal box line once again. Bradford waiting for the official to finish talking with a Roadrunner player, and there's the whistle, and back underway. Off the body of Torian Lee, Crockett lost his footing trying to send the ball upfield, stolen away by Moore and into the hands of Bradford, and he's just going to roll it to Vasquez on the left side. Check out the right side, the far side of the field. Paris Reagan has it stolen away by Fish. Here is Ataba on the inside, and Joseph Nava once again goes back on defense from the forward position and clears this one out of bounds, and another throw-in for Dalton State. Substitution, a new Roadrunner heads on to the field. That is Richie Volney. We saw him in the first half as well. 2 goals, 1 assist so far on the season. Back underway. Fish outside the goal box. And the Roadrunners back it up just a little bit. Hasbrook giving chase, is able to win that race to the ball, but then his pass stolen away. And Zach Perry will back it up to the defensive side. And the Roadrunners looking to advance once again. Ramos finds Fish, who heads it to the backfield. Right in front of us is Jeremiah Ruth. He's looking for the sideline, and the ball stolen away. Telius with possession. Pass intended for Guanipa. Race for the ball, won by Dalton State. And that is Frederick Ackender. Guanipa still giving chase for the ball, nearly came away with it. Now that one knocked down by Nava. Nava sends it towards Reagan, but out of the reach of Paris Reagan, into the possession of the Roadrunners. On the move is Richie Volney. 1 man to beat. Sean Bradford comes out of the goal. Volney tries to get it over Bradford. He does, but then it curves to the right side of the post and out of bounds. So Bradford forced Volney to change his shot, and Volney had the wind take that one to the right side of the post. And it is a goal kick for Brashawn Bradford. So Bradford gets the whistle, and we are back underway. Telius knocks this one down, and then Dalton State on the defense. Jorge Lopez wearing number 3 now for the Roadrunners on the field. And that's Fish all the way across the other sideline. Gamalira sends the ball inside. Pittman taps it to Crockett, who clears it up towards midfield. Guanipa lost his footing and had the ball taken away by Zahner. And that is Crockett once again with the clear. This one goes out of bounds at the Roadrunners bench. It is Eagles ball. We're about just past the halfway point of the second half, with Dalton State leading 4-0. 2 goals in each half. The goals in the second half coming on a 3rd attempt, and then just a little bit later a 2nd attempt. Sean Bradford whistle because of a substitution. Santiago Moore out for Dalton State, and heading onto the field will be Giovanni D'Souza. He's taken one shot so far this afternoon, 2 goals and 2 assists on the season. Bradford gets the whistle, and the goal kick toward the sideline is intercepted by Rodriguez. Evan Hasbrook finds Joseph Nava. Roadrunners with the steal on the offensive side of the field, all the way across to Ricardo Merced. Just outside the box, a sliding tackle by Nava, and Nava comes away with the ball. To the sidelines, Kevin Campbell will keep it in bounds, and we'll have a tripping foul called against Jared Zahner and a free kick for Trinity Baptist. Nathan Crockett will take the free kick. He's allowing his teammates to get upfield and then taps it to Torian Lee. Campbell at the sideline. The ball stays inbounds. On the line is considered inbounds. Hasbrook sends it back upfield. Campbell 1-on-3, and he'll retreat it back to Pittman. And Pittman will find Vasquez across the field. One man coming on. Now Pittman sends it all the way up the sidelines towards Guanipa. Guanipa trying to get around Ackinder, and this one is out of bounds. Eagles will have the throw in. Vasquez ready to put the ball back into play. Vasquez near the corner. And this one is out of bounds, and another throw in. Nope, this will be a goal kick for the Roadrunners. That one crossed the end line right over near the corner. A little tough to see if it was the sideline or the end line, but it was the end line for the goal kick. Roadrunners send it well up the field. Pittman trying to beat the Roadrunners to the ball. It is taken by Volney and didn't get much on the shot attempt. That's his second of the afternoon and picked up by Bradford. I have Bradford now with 6 saves. Bradford rolls the ball to the sidelines towards Torian Lee, who sends it up to midfield, and Jorge Lopez is able to intercept it and give the possession back to the Roadrunners. Heading up the left side now are the Roadrunners. Gamalier giving chase near the corner, and this one out of bounds. And it looks like it'll be off Nava and a corner kick for Dalton State. Frank Herrera heads to the corner. Right-footed kicker will curve it in toward the goal. All available Roadrunner attackers, but Herrera instead taps it, keeps it outside the box. That is Hasbrook with the steal, finds Guanipa at midfield. Guanipa trying to go 1-on-2, looking for Telius. This one a little bit out of the reach of Jeremy Telius, however. Tapped out of bounds by Jorge Lopez, and it's Eagles ball. For 4-0 Roadrunners lead. Torian Lee comes up from the backfield to throw it in. Has Guanipa, Telius, and Campbell. He finds Telius. And the Eagles back it up. Has Brooks' pass intended for Nava, taken away by Ricardo Merced. Dalton State on the move. That's Frank Herrera. Cross pass towards D'Souza. And D'Souza gets the ball away from Bradford, who hustles back. 2 Eagles defenders trying to help out in the goal. The shot taken and missed wide to the right by Richie Volney. 3rd attempt of the afternoon for Volney. And a whistle for the substitution for Trinity Baptist. Stephen Burgess on the field for the first time this afternoon. And we're about ready to resume play. I have about 18 minutes remaining with Dalton State leading 4-0. Hasbrook dribbles it outside the box. and sends it upfield. Burgess and Vasquez in the vicinity, but this one's out of bounds right at the scorer's table. Substitution now coming up for Dalton State. First time today we've seen Osvaldo Cabrales. He will head in, and making way for him is Frederick Ackender. Cabrales checks in, heads over to the near side. Official talking with one player on each team, and now the throw in for Dalton State. Pass right to Cabrales, right in front of us. Slows it down, looking for some help, and he finds it in D'Souza. Jared Zahner to the right side, cross pass in, and Pittman gets a foot on it. Turnaround, fired shot. Looked like Frank Herrera, and this one goes out of bounds. The attempt by Herrera, his second of the afternoon. The first one he took found nylon, and that one is out of bounds and a corner kick for the Roadrunners. Corner kick curving in, a header attempt, but missed by Lopez. Tried to go up and head it, sailed over his head, and now it's out of bounds, and it's Eagles ball. A shot attempt blocked by Bradford. Ricochet is cleared away by Brenner Pittman and Evan Hasbrook. That was Richard Volney with the attempt. And now the Eagles got up to the front offensive side of the field, but this one is taken away. Cabrales sends it upfield to D'Souza. Paris Reagan battling for the ball with Rodriguez, and the Roadrunners come away with the possession. Guanipa battling with Gamalira, and Gamalira comes away with the ball. On the far side, that is Kevin Villataro. Nava with the steal. Passes to Paris Reagan. Now Reagan has two men to work with. Looking for Guanipa. Goalkeeper comes out of the goal, and Frere is able to clear that one away. He took a chance and won that battle with Guanipa, and then cleared it upfield to the offensive side of the Roadrunners. Richard Vasquez with possession. Stephen Burgess pushed from behind, and a foul will be called on Kelvin Ramos. Brenner Pittman will come up from the backfield to take the free kick for the Eagles. Bright, beautiful sunshine now as a cloud cover has dispersed. And we have about 14 minutes remaining. Pittman sending it all the way near the goal. Kevin Campbell was nearby, but Samuel Frere was able to make the catch. Hasbrook will be called for the foul. He grabbed some jersey of Frank Herrera. And now Hasbrook is going to keep Joseph Nava away, and we're going to have a free kick. Rogerio, Castro, Rodriguez will set it up. Rodriguez waiting for the indication to get it back underway, and now a couple of Eagles are having to talk to Joseph Nava. And the official now will talk with Nava and with the Roadrunners' Frank Herrera. Coming up on about 13 minutes remaining. Dalton State leads 4-0. 2 goals in the first half. One by Frank Herrera, one by Justin Reisher. 2 in the second half, one from Zachary Perry and one from Amin Sahib Ataba. And now a yellow card will be pulled. And it looks like that's going to go against Joseph Nava. So waiting for the free kick is Castro Rodriguez. And the timeout allows his attacking teammates to get into position. The Eagles defenders getting ready. Nathan Williams now comes from the far side into defensive position. Rodriguez still waiting for the whistle, but now the official on the far side is speaking with the Dalton State coaches. And that is the reason for the delay. Meanwhile, 5 Roadrunners attackers in position. 9 Eagles defenders also ready to resume play. Rogerio, Castro, Rodriguez gets the whistle. Here's the free kick into the middle of the bunch. Knocked down, popped up into the air, and headed away by Torian Lee. Nathan Williams clears it upfield past the midfield stripe. Guaniva racing with Ramos, and Ramos wins the race. It hits off Guanipa, and Ramos picks it up and immediately throws it back into play. Matthias Gamalira sends it upfield. He missed his intended target. That was Frank Herrera, and Bradford picks it up. Takes his time, allows his teammates to get into position, and a roll to Nathan Crockett. On the move once again are the Roadrunners. Volney tries to pass to Herrera, but it misses its mark off the foot of Herrera, and a throw in for the Eagles. And this one out of bounds off the foot of Osvaldo Cabrales. Eagles keep possession. Coming up on 10 minutes remaining. Williams taps it back to Lee. He sends it upfield. Lopez allows the ball to roll to his goalkeeper, who comes out of the box, now taps it back inside where he has a choice of what to do with it. Picks it up, gets the throw toward Osvaldo Cabrales, and Cabrales sends it to Herrera. To the sidelines and out of bounds, intended for Castro Rodriguez. Eagles will have the throw in. Cloud cover back. That makes it feel a little bit cooler, especially with the gentle breeze. Been a very pleasant afternoon all throughout the ball game. That one tapped upfield by Merced. Loose ball on the far side. That is Nava battling with Volney. Roadrunners come away with possession. Volney sends it to the corner. Merced back to Volney inside the box and cleared away by Pittman. Over near the Roadrunners bench, Merced lost control of the ball, and a sliding tackle by Zahner, and Dalton State regains control. Just outside the box is Volney. Looked like he tried to take the shot, but missed on the ball, and then Brenner Pittman is able to knock it out of bounds. Throw in for the Roadrunners. And this is Cabrales, who will retreat behind the stripe. And Dalton State will set up another chance to advance. All the way across the field, Ricardo Merced. We've mentioned Merced quite a bit in the last few minutes. Merced, a junior from Puerto Rico, and a shot attempt taken by Jared Zahner from way downtown. That misses, out of bounds, and a goal kick coming up for Brashawn Bradford. Now as a cloud cover moves back in, a very light mist is starting to fall. The forecast said only a 10% chance of rain, but again, it is starting to mist just a little bit, and that'll be a blocking foul called against Dalton State's Frank Herrera. Nathan Crockett will tap it back to Hasbrook. Hasbrook finds Vasquez on the far side. Loose ball right into the possession of Samuel Frere. Well, let's hope the rain that looks like it's trying to forge its way over the field will hold off for at least another 10 minutes or so. We have about 7 left in the ball game. There's a pass to a wide open Ricardo Merced. He gets around Nava. Merced takes the shot and scores. Ricardo Merced with his first opportunity, and he converts, and it is 5-0 Dalton State. That one comes with about 7 minutes remaining, and it is a 5-goal lead for the Roadrunners. So the Eagles will set up for the kickoff at midfield. Play resumes. Again, 5-0 in favor of the Roadrunners. Nathan Williams battling with 2 defenders. He wins the battle. Then the ball comes loose. And that is Osvaldo Cabrales with the steal. On the near side now is Castro Rodriguez. He gets around Torian Lee and finds D'Souza. And D'Souza on the move sends it to the left side. Back inside, and that looked more like a pass attempt from Volney. And Brashawn Bradford will put it back into play in just a moment. Brenner Pittman inside the box, taps it up to Joseph Nava. Nava looking for Lee, and this one goes out of bounds. By my clock, I have about 4 minutes remaining. Dalton State 5, Trinity Baptist nothing. That is Castro Rodriguez. This one is headed away by Nava. Stephen Burgess on the move towards midfield, looking for Guanipa, and that one stolen away by Kelvin Ramos. Cabrales sends it back towards Frere, comes out of the goal, taps it back up to Lopez. Now Cabrales on the right side, good wall pass to Castro Rodriguez, who gets it right back to D'Souza. And D'Souza defended by Torian Lee. And an offsides call will give a free kick to Trinity Baptist. Dalton State brought a pretty good crowd down from North Georgia, cheering on the Roadrunners. And now a free kick coming up for Trinity Baptist. Or some of the Roadrunners from the state of Florida allows their family members to make the trip to Jacksonville and watch their sons and brothers and cousins out there on the field. Vasquez on the far side has this one knocked away and picked up eventually by Volney. And then Stephen Burgess on the defense, able to make the steal. Bradford taps it to Nathan Crockett, who sends it right back to the goalkeeper. One man coming in, and Bradford's able to find Crockett. And Crockett trying to advance it up towards midfield. Has Torian Lee, but the pass blocked by Castro Rodriguez. And now the Roadrunners looking for another opportunity in the game's final few minutes. All the way across the field by the bench, as that mist starts to fall a little bit more strongly now. It had stopped for a minute and has started back up. Again, a very light mist, and let's hope the heavier stuff waits a little while. Osvaldo Cabrales sends it to the sideline. Castro Rodriguez playing catch with his teammates over near the sideline. And that one out towards Kelvin Ramos. He sends it toward the corner. This is Merced, who scored just a little while ago. Tries a cross pass inside. Ball bumped up in the air. Shot taken, and Bradford reaches up high and knocks this one over the crossbar. If I saw that right, Giovanni D'Souza with the attempt and save number 7 for Brashawn Bradford, but that's a corner kick for the Roadrunners. Roadrunners taking their time. They can work down the clock, leading 5-0. Frank Herrera sets up the corner. Low line drive. And right at the top of the box, a shot attempt knocked down by Bradford and cleared away by Stephen Burgess. That one goes out of bounds past the end line and will be another corner kick. Save number 8 for Bradford. He's played an exceptional second half in the goal. Again, a few of those shots made by the Roadrunners in the second half came on second and third rebound attempts. There's a header attempt over the crossbar. That was Jorge Lopez with his first shot of the afternoon. So Bradford with the goal kick. Approximately a minute remaining. And a blocking foul called against Dalton State. Free kick coming for the Eagles. And this one's back underway. Hit off the body of Volney. Runner Pittman near midfield. Volney giving chase to the sideline. And that is Gamalera over near the sidelines. And that is the final whistle to bring us to the end of this very good, exciting men's soccer game. Dalton State the winner, 5-0. Again, the goals scored by Justin Reisher, Frank Herrera, Zachary Perry, Aman Sahib Ataba, and Ricardo Merced. Well, we want to thank everybody for watching us here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Dean Bureau is our cameraman. Victoria Draper, our game day coordinator. The head coach of the Eagles, Mr. Ellie Jean, and the athletic director of Trinity Baptist College is Mr. John D. Jones. I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.